Princess Elara and the Witch of the Withered Woods. Long ago, in the golden kingdom of Ariel, Princess Elara lived in a castle of shining white stone, crowned with towers that glittered under the morning sun. She was loved by her people, not only for her kind heart, but for her courage. She was not the sort of princess who sat in a high tower waiting to be rescued. She trained with the royal guard, studied maps of faraway lands, and often wandered the village in disguise to hear the troubles of her people. One day, whispers began to spread across the kingdom. Crops near the eastern border were withering overnight, milk soured before dawn, crows gathered in black flocks that never left, and villagers spoke of a woman cloaked in dark feathers seen prowling the edges of the withered woods, a forest so ancient that even the bravest knights feared to enter. "The Witch of the Woods has returned," said the oldest villagers, their voices shaking. King Aldrich, Elara's father, ordered scouts to investigate, but none who went into the woods came back. Soon a black mist rolled from the forest and began creeping toward the castle. The kingdom was in danger and time was running out. Princess Elara stood before the throne, her jaw set. "Father," she said, her voice steady, "let me go. Let me face the witch." The king frowned deeply. "You are my only child. I cannot risk you." But Elara would not be stopped. That night she packed her satchel, a dagger of moonsteel, a silver lantern that never went out, and a locket with her mother's picture inside. Then with her horse Darling, she rode toward the dark forest. The withered woods were unlike any forest Elara had ever seen. The trees were twisted, their bark grey as ash, their branches clawing toward the sky. No birds sang, no wind blew. Only the sound of Starling's hooves broke the silence. At the edge of a blackened clearing, Elara found a circle of stones. In the centre burned a cold blue fire that gave no warmth. She dismounted and stepped closer. "Princess of Ariel," a voice hissed from the shadows. A figure emerged, tall, draped in feathers, black as midnight, with eyes like pale ice. This was Morwen, the Witch of the Withered Woods. "So the little princess comes to my forest," Morwen said, smiling cruelly. "Are you here to beg for your kingdom's life, or have you come to offer your own?" Elara drew her dagger, though her heart pounded. "I have come to end your curse. Leave Ariel in peace, or face me." Morwen's laughter echoed through the woods. "Brave words for a child. Very well, I will give you a chance. Bring me the heart of dawn before the next moonrise, and perhaps I will spare your kingdom. Fail, and Ariel will wither into dust." Before Elara could reply, the witch vanished into smoke, leaving only the sound of crows' wings. Elara had heard of the Heart of Dawn, a crystal said to hold the first light ever born in the world. Legends claimed it was hidden deep in the caverns of Echo, guarded by creatures of shadow. She set off at once, guided only by her lantern's silver glow. Along the way, she met an unlikely companion, a small fox with fur like embers, caught in a hunter's snare. "Easy now," Elara said, cutting the rope. The fox licked her hand, then trotted ahead, a few steps before looking back, as if beckoning her to follow. The fox led her to a glade where a crystal stream still ran clear despite the forest's curse. There, Elara rested and filled her flask. That night, as she slept under the stars, she dreamed of a glowing path leading her deeper into the forest. When she woke, she found the fox waiting, and together they followed the dream's direction. At last they reached the mouth of a cavern. A cold wind blew from within, carrying whispers, voices repeating Elara's own thoughts. Inside, the cavern walls glittered like glass, reflecting her lantern's light 100 times. But soon the glow revealed shadowy shapes slinking along the walls, creatures made of smoke and teeth. Elara gripped her dagger. "Stay behind me," she told the fox. The shadow creatures lunged, but Elara's moonsteel blade shone so brightly that they shrieked and vanished into mist. Step by step, battle by battle, Elara pushed deeper into the cavern until she reached a wide chamber. There, on a pedestal of stone, floated the heart of dawn, a crystal glowing with soft, golden light. But as Elara stepped forward, a deep rumbling shook the cavern. From the ceiling descended a great creature, a serpent with scales like obsidian and eyes that burn red. "You dare take what I guard?" the serpent hissed. "I dare," said Elara, though her knees trembled. The battle was fierce. The serpent's tail lashed like a whip, shattering stone. Elara dodged and struck, her blade flashing. At last, she leapt onto the serpent's back, drove her dagger into the base of its skull, and with a final roar, the creature dissolved into smoke. Breathing hard, Elara stepped to the pedestal and lifted the heart of dawn. Its light poured over her, filling her with warmth and strength. Elara raced back through the forest, the fox at her heels, as the moon rose higher. At the circle of stones, Morwen waited, her eyes glinting. "You have it," the witch said, almost impressed. "Give it to me." Elara held the crystal close. "You said if I brought you the heart, you'd spare Oriel." Morwen's smile widened. "Oh, I lied!" With a sweep of her arm, black fire erupted around the clearing. But the heart of dawn shone even brighter, pushing back the flames. "You cannot defeat me," Morwen hissed. "I am the shadow of this forest, the curse of your bloodline." "My bloodline is stronger than your curse," Elara shouted. She raised the crystal high, and its light exploded outward. The forest shook, the stones cracked, and Morwen screamed as the light struck her, turning her into a cloud of ash. The black mist lifted, the trees straightened, leaves sprouting green. Birds sang for the first time in years. The curse was broken. Elara returned to the castle at sunrise, the heart of dawn glowing softly in her hands. The people cheered, their fields already greening, their children laughing again. King Aldrich embraced her, tears in his eyes. "You have done what even my knights could not. You have saved us all." Elara smiled. "Ariel is safe, but we must guard the heart, so no one may use it for darkness again." The crystal was placed in the castle's highest tower, where it would shine as a beacon for generations. As for Elara, she became not only the kingdom's beloved princess, but its bravest protector, the girl who faced the witch, the forest, and her own fear, and brought dawn back to a dying land. And every night, as the fox curled at her feet by the fire, she looked out over her kingdom and whispered, "This is only the beginning.